Again, I welcome Biafrans to this emergency meeting of the BRGIE cabinet members. I welcome all the cabinet members here present, both at home and cabinet members in the de facto government. I welcome and thank our Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces that are on ground doing the needful to ensure that the restoration of Biafra is not tampered with by anybody, by any government, foreign or local. Our determination to redeclare Biafra between November 29th and December the 2nd, both in Finland and in de facto homeland, is a task that every Biafran, every individual listening here today must be involved in. As the previous speakers have noted, our able Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, will be with us in a very few period. This is just a short delay that will in no way affect what we are doing, demean our spirit or hamper our resoluteness, restore Biafra on 2nd December. His Excellency, I greet you. I thank you for the wonderful job you are doing to restore Biafra. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for not coming in or trying to negotiate. That is the spirit of Sisu. Every single individual here in Biafra government grows with that spirit of Sisu. We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try, in one way or the other, to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already laid a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship where we are right now. And that ship is on course. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu, or you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu has said, instead of Biafra not to come, Nigeria will be burned to ashes. And I promise you today, instead of Biafra not to come, we, every single individual in Biafra government, in all the structures that our PM has laid down, we will burn Nigeria down. And any country, both international and in homeland, that tries to tamper, that tries to intervene, that tries to stop this restoration, that country will get the brunt of Biafrans. So I thank you all for coming here today. Like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and Customs, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment with few innocent Biafrans that were taken by the Finland authority. They were invited to come, according to them, they were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? Who is the government that's creating two types of laws? One Sharia in the northern part of Nigeria and then the regular in the south. Who is the government that invited all the different types of terrorists you have? They have their base in Nigeria today. Who is the government that is inviting Hamas and Hezbollah and inviting them to Abuja to come and partner with them? Who is the government when an election is conducted? Somebody will go behind the scene and switch the election. They will carry the election bus and they will steal it. Who is the government doing that? And now they are saying our PM is inciting. Let them know that Biafra is a nation. Our PM is defending Biafrans by the second. Our PM has noted that the way it is done before, where we Biafrans, we just sit, we watch, and these terrorists will come and kill us, kill our mothers, rape our women, kill our children, take away our boys and girls. That is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has vowed to stop. And he has vowed with his life. All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Council of Land, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed with our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland Convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her honest right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our Prime Minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Finland Convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Martin Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. He is right now in Nigeria DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thoughts. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our Prime Minister to disrupt our Finland Convention. And let me ask everyone listening to me, if the rendition of our leader Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, if that didn't work, what made Nigerian government think that inviting Simon Ekpa by the local police in Finland will work? They know it's not going to work. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get more brutal because we are determined for Biafra restoration. Nobody can stop that. We are all aware that all these are all the crooks perpetrated by the Nigerian government to disrupt what we are doing. And I want to ask Biafrans, before I analyze my talk, let me ask you, when has self-determination, when has the right of our people to rule themselves, when has it become a crime? When has it become terrorism? The world watches. Biafrans, every weekend we have to raise money. The reason we raise money is because Nigerian government uses reintegrated terrorists to continue to kill our people. They make our youth disappear forcefully. People are taken away from Biafra land and they dump them in prisons in the north, in the west. No, without any justice, without any lawyer. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Kenya by the same Nigerian government, by the same people that went to complain to the local authorities in Finland about our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Our leader was renditioned from Kenya. The United Nations set up a committee and told Nigerian government to release our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They refused to do that. 3 law courts in Nigeria has told Nigerian Tinubu government to release Nnamdi Kanu. The terrorist government run by Nigeria refused to release him. And now they think, without releasing Nnamdi Kanu, if they incarcerate our PM briefly, that is going to make any change. Just think, their major reason is to make sure that we take away our PM Simon Ekpa briefly, and then there will be no declaration of Biafra. Hell, oh my goodness. If they know how Biafrans are prepared this time, they will just leave our leader within the next 30 minutes. Because what is coming both to Nigeria and to any international country that participates, become part of anything to disrupt the restoration of Biafra, they will get themselves in. On that note, I thank Biafrans. I want to let you all know our PM is still unhappy. It is just a brief disruption to our plans, which is not going to affect anything in any way. I want all the 40 states of Biafra to be resolute. More than ever at this time, the Biafran Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces, now is the time to be more resolute. Our PM has given instruction. Any terrorist in Nigeria, any Nigerian military, Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, anything wearing Nigerian uniform inside Biafra land, they are the reintegrated terrorists that Nigeria want to use to kill and stop Biafra. So the Biafra Defense Forces, from this moment, you must increase whatever you have been doing. This is the time to increase it towards our final restoration. Our demands are very, very clear. Remove all the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform in Biafra land. Secondly, release our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Again, whatever investigation you are doing with our Prime Minister, you need to release him ASAP. Because what he is doing is saving our lives. We must be alive for our freedom. So anything, anybody, all the terrorists in Biafra land, from this moment, just be aware that The forces we are going to release as a government from today is going to be very, very deadly. Because you cannot come to our land, kill us, and then go free. We must defend ourselves. This order is from our DM. Nobody can stop that. So I thank you all, Biafrans, for this brief Zoom. The reason we conducted this so we don't have all these negative lies flying around, all people talking whatever they don't know. You all have heard it from our honorable Uche, who is based in Finland. He gave the accurate picture of what is happening, and we stand by that. We are encouraging Biafrans because the information is that some criminal people were the ones that were writing different letters to the Finnish local authorities. So we are calling on Biafrans at this moment. If you have the access, start writing immediately to the Finnish local authorities. Let them know that what we are doing is what United Nations has given us the right to do, the right to self-determination. Nobody can take that away from us. We have met all the criteria to be a nation. We have a geographical area. We have the 40 states in Biafra with all the administrators in charge in homeland. We have created alliances with nations. We have all these are working for us. We've met all the criteria as a nation. They killed us before, between 1967 and 1970. After the war, they gave all Biafrans only 20 pounds, regardless of how much you have in your bank account. Some Biafrans have millions of dollars, millions of pounds in their account. But this wicked Tinubu Nigerian government, his cohorts, they gave Biafrans, every single Biafran, only 20 pounds after the war. And what has that 20 pounds done? That 20 pounds have made Biafrans all over the world the best in what they do. So nobody can stop that. On that note, I want to thank you all, Biafrans. Be resolute. Let nothing shake you. Let nobody move you. And our declaration will happen in Finland between November 29th and December 3rd, 2024. And thank you all so much for listening to us and being able to know that nothing shakes, nothing moves. We must restore Biafra by 2nd December. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all.